Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Taurus for the month of December. I hope everyone is doing well. Thanksgiving is almost here, so happy Thanksgiving to everyone. In the past position, please remember that this is a general reading. There may be some parts that do not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest. You may also want to check out your other signs as well. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today. So in the past position, we have the Ace of Cups clarified by the Lovers. In the obstacle position, we have the Two of Wands clarified by the Knight of Wands. In the present position, we have the Devil clarified by the Moon, and of course in the future outcome position, we have Six of Wands clarified by the Nine of Swords. So in the past position, we have the Ace of Cups, which is definitely a card of feelings and emotions and making new relationships, connecting to other people. It's a card of having strong relationships with people that are around us. It's also about feeling passionate and creative and really focusing on spiritual development as well. For many people, this card represents sort of leveling up in the spirituality aspect of life, because we see this bird that descends from the heavens into this cup, which suggests that you are kind of gaining this, divine wisdom and gaining knowledge that is kind of making you wise, making you smarter than people, your peers, if you will. The Lover's card is a really wonderful card to have in the spread. It signifies, a really strong relationship. Perhaps it was parents or grandparents or siblings or someone around you, kind of showed what a relationship, really wonderful relationship is, and that affected you in a really amazing way. It could also be that for some of you, you had a solid relationship in the past, and you may be kind of still having a little bit of lingering feelings about that relationship. But for some of you, it could be that you're just sort of reminiscing and feeling a little bit of melancholy. The Ace of Cups with the Lovers suggests to me that there could also be a little bit of forgiveness and healing that you experienced in the recent past, but emotionally you are moving forward. And the Ace of Cups is a nice card to have sort of as an overlook for the spread, because it suggests that that you are able and you will sort of achieve that happiness again, that fulfillment again, that contentment again. You will be able to sort of level up spiritually speaking, where you see things a little bit differently, where you enjoy things a little bit differently. This card reminds us that, it's really important, to have powerful and positive emotions. And usually we get those when we are socially active, when we have strong connections with other people, and kind of, we are destined. When you get this card, Tauruses are destined to have really meaningful, strong karmic relationships in their life. Of course, in the obstacle position, we have the Two of Wands clarified by the Knight of Wands. And the Two of Wands suggests, both of these cards actually suggest stagnation, it suggests a lack of progress, lack of movement. The Two of Wands represents a person holding the world in their hands. This person has, sees the big picture and has all of the world right in front of them. So they're all about setting goals and making plans plans and strategizing. But when you have the Two of Wands in the obstacle position, of course, it means fear of the unknown, which does show up here in the moon as well. There is a little bit of something that's giving you anxiety, where you are feeling like you don't have complete control, like there is something in a relationship with someone that you don't know. It could be that there's a situation that you're not sure how it's going to play out. So as a result of that, you may feel a little bit of fear, like, holding your breath almost. It could be fear of change as well. And so it leaves you a little bit stuck and not able to make decisions to move forward. The Knight of Wands is all about kind of feeling ready to move forward, but for some reason you're unable to move forward. It could be that people around you are creating obstacles. It could be that things are not just generally going as you expect them. And so as a result of that, there is setbacks and there is a little bit of delays. But this combination is rather, it's not as strong as it could be. So definitely it's a minor setback. You will continue to move forward. You are on a trajectory in the right direction. You're growing powerful and stronger. And I think people that are around you are recognizing that. Now, in the present position, we have the Devil clarified by the Moon. And the Devil, of course, is a major arcana card, and it focuses on, a little bit of fear. It could sometimes represent fear itself. It could be greed, temptation. It could be addiction, maybe not necessarily addiction to, it's not always about like drugs or alcohol. It could be addiction to attention. It could be addiction to shopping. It could be addiction to, I don't know, maybe playing a game, whereas you could be using that time to, to do something else perhaps. But definitely the Devil is a behavior that is a little bit self-destructive. In the work sense, it could be like you are feeling like you don't really have power to move forward. Perhaps you're not really in control over the situation at work, and it's creating frustration. And like if it was about love, then it could be that the person you're with is a little bit selfish or self-absorbed and is kind of affecting you that way. It could also, of course, represent your energy. The Devil represents our dark side, and it's interesting that it's clarified by the Moon, because the Moon is all about facing the unknown. It is kind of having this illusion about things, not really seeing things clearly, because when we look at the Moon, we only see one side of the Moon. We never see the other side of the Moon, suggesting that, we only see half the big picture. There is information that is not being shared with us. There is information that is deliberately, perhaps, being kept from us. So definitely the Moon creates anxiety, creates confusion, creates worry that is oftentimes unnecessary. But this combination is a really big red flag, because both of these cards are major arcana cards, and the Devil is in the main position. So the person that is, it could be a situation that is toxic that you may find yourself in the middle of. It could be that a person around you is toxic, but there's something making you have low vibration energy, anger, resentment, reacting to something, where you want to, feel upset, if you will. Jealousy, maybe even envy in some cases. It could be that someone feels jealousy and envy towards you. But definitely there is a little bit of, quite a lot actually of negative energy, and the divine here is warning you that you should address this, as it may kind of bring you down, as it may literally, if you do not break free from it, if you do not find a way to minimize the low vibration, it will really negatively affect you. So definitely, if you feel like you are working in a position that you feel stuck in, you need to remove yourself from that position. You need to have plan. You need to have strategy. You need to have clear goals to find a way where you feel fulfillment. You need to realize that this life is precious and you are beautiful and unique individual. This is a really big sort of omen to you that proceeding, and allowing someone to affect you negatively is definitely a very, very bad thing to have. But in the future position, we have amazing Six of Wands, which is triumph, which is victory. So to me, it suggests that this combination you will overcome with quite significant amount of stress and with quite significant amount of anxiety. You will be successful, you will be triumphant, you will be victorious. You will receive acknowledgement of something that you did right, because we see other people in this card who are sort of hailing and congratulating this person that's riding in on the white horse. So definitely there's a bit of a victory, but you may feel like it's overshadowed by some fear, lack of self-esteem perhaps. It's definitely stress, definitely anxiety that you may be experiencing that may be a little bit overwhelming. In this combination, it could be that you're having a fear of success, and that may feel like it's setting you back and kind of holding you back. Make sure that if there is fear of success, you address it and you work through it, as you, like I mentioned before, are unique and you are appreciated by the divine. So you need to make sure that you're doing everything in your power to honor yourself as well. Let's see what energy oracle cards I pulled. I also pulled 3 energy oracle cards, and they are appreciation, door to romance, and man holding a heart. So definitely the divine wants you to remember that one of the most strongest ways you can manifest romance into your life, or perhaps a promotion into your life, or whatever it is that you are, perhaps purchase of a house, of a home, whatever it is that you have your mindset on, it's very important to focus on appreciation, because that brings ridiculous amount of power of manifestation. It's one of the most strongest ways to manifest. When you immerse yourself in the mindset of gratitude, you receive almost instantly. So the more you practice it, it really does take hard work. It's not something you do for a month or a year. It requires commitment, and the more consistent the commitment is, the more powerful your control over your own destiny becomes. And it's important to remember that this is a reading for December, and of course 2021 is going to be a really, really powerful year for you. So definitely important to remember that. Door to romance definitely suggests that there may be some romantic possibilities happening for you in the month of December. It's holiday time is always magical. People are generally wanting to do nice things for each other. So there's going to be a really wonderful vibration in the romance department. It could be that there may be a new beginning in love. Perhaps, you'll meet someone. It could be someone from the past even. But definitely someone who is going to have an amazing influence on you and who's going to kind of really change your perspective. And of course, a man holding a heart is all about family and love and experiencing wonderful emotions. It could be that for some of you, it's just a friend who kind of helps you navigate issues in family and make connections stronger as well. It could also be a romance as well. Let's see what answers from angels we have, and they are: communicate clearly, be assertive, and the situation will improve. Be assertive, definitely. Sometimes people have scattered energy. When you have scattered energy, people don't take you as seriously. It also makes you sound like you don't really know. So it's important to be assertive, because the more assertive you are, of course, you have to know what you're being really assertive about. So it's really important to work through whatever the issue may be in your head. But definitely this is the time that is going to be really powerful to just sort of express what it is that you want and go for it. And definitely the divine here suggests that the situation will improve. Let's see what mystical wisdom cards I pulled, and they are: we have celebration, let go and have fun. Wow. Peacock, raise your standards. Angel of miracles, open your heart and expect a miracle. After all, it's Christmas and New Year's, and that is a magical time of the year, and that is exactly when, miracles happen. So, have that a little bit of childish energy and believe that there actually may be, a Santa Claus. And do, remember that wonderful things. Make sure you're open to different invitations if those come around the holiday season, because it looks like they will be coming, because there's going to be a reason to celebrate. There's going to be something really wonderful happening for you in the month of December. And remember that you are an amazing person. You are an amazing individual. Make sure that you stay away from low vibration people. Sometimes peacocks have to walk at it alone. They're always, supported by someone down the road, but peacocks are really proud and they're really majestic animals. So remember that you are someone really special, and you should honor that, because the divine honors that. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Taurus. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.